Good morning, Canton. Happy post-Christmas Sunday. I'm Tim. I'm
Eric.
Oh, that's not how I sound. Come on, man. You can give it
I'm
more.
Eric.
There we go. That's a little better.
Eric.
I'm Eric. And you're listening to the Village Idiots 29 podcast, where we really live up to the name of Village Idiots. We are New England's foremost Masonic fantasy football podcast because we are New England's only Masonic fantasy football podcast. How you doing, Timmy?
I'm doing fantastic, Eric. How are you?
I'll be doing a lot better if you never do an impression of me again. That'd be great.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. And together we have Trevor today coming back to the podcast.
How you doing?
Yeah.
How you doing, brother?
I'm doing good. It's Sunday once again here at Village Lodge, and it is our final week, I believe, for football.
It is
for fantasy football.
For fantasy
football, it is the final week for fantasy football. We do have a couple more weeks left in the NFL.
And then we have Super Bowl, where we will have a party here.
We do have the Super Bowl with the party coming up. Yeah, that'll be happening. So yeah, lots to talk about. Lots of football already played in the NFL. This past week because
more than likely you were watching football and not paying attention to family. So
really, these games, I don't know.
They're the same games from what, Thanksgiving?
Pretty much. It's funny.
It is funny
because obviously they book these games a year in advance, right?
Of course.
And first of all, the butthurt from the NBA is outstanding.
Oh, it's fantastic.
Like, we own Christmas Day. Like, do
Nope.
you? Like,
No.
I'm sure. I like me personally. We watched a little bit of the games,
Yeah.
Christmas Day. We're at my in-laws, whatever. What a fucking nightmare of games, though. Cowboys, Commanders, and Lions, Vikings.
Yep.
Last year, when you booked these games, on paper, those games looked outstanding.
Of course.
Jaden Daniels versus Dak Prescott, two playoff teams bound.
Jared Goff and Dan Campbell just freaking...
Yeah, Jared Goff, Dan Campbell against J.J. McCarthy. Well, J.J. McCarthy's out.
Yep.
Jaden Daniels is out.
Yep. David Montgomery is not running like he has in the last year.
Oh God, it's
And that pick for from Amon Rossi and Brown, the Sun God, that was horrible. But if I must say, the broadcast that Netflix put out was actually pretty good. Like,
the broadcast wasn't bad.
The broadcast was pretty good.
I enjoyed the Snoop Dogg holiday halftime show. That was fun. The games themselves kind of boring. I think Cowboys Commanders was actually closer than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, whoever they had back in the day was actually not bad.
And then the Lions Vikings game that did not go the way that we thought that was going to go. I think we both took the Lions on that one.
Yeah, we did.
And it did not go the way that we thought it was going to.
Like we talked pre-show, like Justin Jefferson didn't do shit.
Justin Jefferson did nothing.
But they still pulled it off. Naylor had a touchdown, I think, and Addison did pretty well.
There were some good ones. There was definitely some good plays. I didn't watch all the games. Again, Christmas Day is tough to be trying to watch the full game.
Absolutely.
And
I had it on with the Christmas music playing in the background. I turned the volume down. And...
So, not too bad. I think both games. I'm pretty sure. I think we both took the Cowboys too over the Commanders.
Yeah, we did.
At 4-12, they're not doing much. The Lions and Vikings, kind of a nothing game. Then you had the Broncos Chiefs. Chiefs almost pulled that one out. I don't usually root for the Chiefs because I hate the Chiefs, but a Broncos loss and the Patriots win out the rest of the year. We get the number one seed in the AFC. We still mathematically have that chance, but we can take a look at Denver. Denver's got one more game, next week.
So what was it last week? What team lost that thrusted 3 AFC teams into the playoffs? Like, was it Carolina?
It might have been.
One team was lost, precipitated 3 teams making the playoffs.
Yeah, I think it might have been. It might have been. No, was it did the Steelers lose? No, the Steelers won. Ravens lost. Colts lost.
Yeah.
Might have been the Colts. Might have been the Colts.
Yep.
Yeah, it might have been the Colts. Yeah, because Carolina's the NFC.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think it was the Colts. The Colts losing. That Ravens game last week, the Sunday night game versus the Patriots. What a what a game. What a game.
I agree, brother.
It was entertaining to watch. Definitely entertaining to watch, but holy dog shit with the no call there in the fourth
Yeah.
quarter. Was it the
Yep.
fourth quarter, third or fourth quarter? I
It
can't
was
remember.
4th.
I was watching the game and I'm down, in my office and I'm watching the game and I'm losing my mind because it was just like even Humphreys was like, yeah, just where's the flag?
Right.
And it just never came in. So that was just an absolute shit show of a game to watch. It was very, very difficult to watch.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Um,
There were a lot of bad calls in that game too.
But we ended up pulling it out, Patriots
Yeah.
Nation. But we have some injuries and we'll talk about that as well. But
Before
yeah.
I get to that, Trevor, did you watch any football this weekend with Christmas, nothing like that? You're a busy guy with your work, so
No, I did not get to watch. Well, I had the game on in the background on Christmas Day, but it wasn't anything in particular I was
Yeah.
able to catch a significant portion of. But I'm excited to be here. I'm excited to hear about our upcoming week.
well, we
of
have to talk
football
about like you
and our past week too.
for this league. Your season's pretty much done, but you are in another league, right? And you're in the championship game.
Yes, as we were talking about before we came on air here, I definitely fell apart in our league the past couple of seasons. I think my entire bench is on injury reserve or something to that effect right now in our league. But in another league, my first season doing 2 leagues, I am in the championships right now. So,
Nice.
Yes,
Do you
indeed.
have any questions going into this weekend, into this game?
No, I've stacked up just about everything that I can do. I've put forth my best players in the
Yeah.
best roles possible.
Roll your
So
your lineup for us.
certainly.
Let's hear what you got.
So starting off, I have Baker Mayfield at quarterback.
Good call.
We have James Cook from the Bills at running back,
He should have a decent game today.
Solid option.
along with
But they're
Travis.
playing Philly though today, right?
Yeah, but that Philly defense has been garbage.
Yeah, and I think they had a big injury last week, so I think you'll be all right for that.
Awesome. Is it Etienne? Travis Etienne.
Travis
Yeah,
Etienne.
Etienne. Yeah.
So he's in as
He's
well
a
at running
monster.
back. Yeah, those are both running backs expected to do well for me. George Pickens kind of dropped the ball
Yeah.
in his game. 4 of 5 receptions, 78 yards. He came in under what was expected, but I digress. We're still hanging in there.
Yeah, buddy.
Our other wide receiver, Michael Wilson, he's expected to do well against Cincinnati.
Oh yeah,
We have
Jacoby Brissett's been on a tear lately. So
Yeah.
at tight ends Harold Fannin
okay.
and Juwan Johnson, both expected to do all right. My flex position is going to Kyron Williams.
Nice.
And then Patriots for defense.
They'll have a
Yeah,
big
they'll have a
game.
monster game.
They're playing the Jets, so
Oh, yeah. And Patriots for kicker, too. Andy Borregals.
oh, he's pretty good.
He's been all right. I mean, it's going to depend on how many points they put up. I mean, again, they're playing the Jets. Anything can happen, right?
And you give him
That's right.
Sunday, brother.
But this should be a win for Mike Vrabel and the New England Patriots today.
Oh, huge one.
Which-
Hopefully a win for Trevor as well in that league. So we're
What's
keeping our fingers
What's your
crossed.
team name in that league?
So the league name is Pound My Box, alluding to the lovely, what you do when you're doing some inside runs. So my name in this league is Touch My Silly Spot, and I'm playing against I'm Stuck Stepborough.
Well,
Okay.
Everybody out
Okay.
there, root for I touch my silly spot.
That's right.
Absolutely.
Need all the
Absolutely.
cheers and jeers we can get. So
Oh, nothing but love here. We
Absolutely.
only cheer the ones we love.
True.
And shit
Very,
talk
very true.
and roast.
That's
very,
right.
very
you know.
true. Very, very true.
We're
So,
glad to hear, brother. And again, good luck with that today.
definitely good luck.
Let us know how you make out.
thank you, brother. I will definitely keep you posted. And let's get back to our league here. Let's touch base with what we got going on this past week and what we got going on coming into this week.
All right. Well, did you watch any football from last week at all? Like last Sunday or Monday or anything like that? No?
If I did, it was brief.
No worries, brother. So we're gonna go into what how we did last week for our picks?
Yeah, let's go into it. And we didn't, Paul's not here to tell us how we did unless he sent you the list.
No,
But
he did not send us.
apparently we were
both.
both 8-8,
Yeah,
right?
which is 50%.
Which is 50%. Now, of course, there were 3 games played prior to our
right.
broadcast last week.
Actually, no, you're right. So we're over that.
Yeah, so we already knew the outcome of the Rams and the Seahawks, the Eagles, the Commanders, and the Packers and the Bears. That Bears game, by the way, another crazy game.
Fantastic.
So going in Panthers Bucks, I think
we both picked the Bucks.
we both picked the Bucks. We did not win on that one. We took the Bills over the Browns, which is a given, but the Browns gave them a go. Like, what is going on in Buffalo?
I don't know, man.
Josh Allen. I'm sorry.
I mean,
This is shades of Jim Kelly, man. But y'all can't even make the fucking playoffs.
Browns defense is good, but not that good, man.
Talk about playoffs? You kidding me? Playoffs?
Like, I mean, they're in the playoffs, obviously, at 11-4, but
at 3-12, the Browns still gave them a show. Man.
yeah, I mean, they put up 20. Again, you wonder how did they beat? Obviously they went 1-1 against Patriots this year. We talk a lot about the Patriots here because we're all Patriots fans, but in the whole strength of schedule
But again,
bullshit.
if they played that way against the Patriots the week before, they would have lost.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Absolutely. So it's just interesting to see. I don't think the Bills get out of the first round in the playoffs.
So
we'll see
no
what happens.
Chiefs in the playoffs. Bills are gone first round.
That's what I'm thinking.
That's what I'm thinking.
That's what I'm thinking. It's an interesting year. Chargers Cowboys. This one kind of again the way we thought it was going to go.
I
think
picked
we
the
both.
Chargers.
Yeah, we both took the
Yeah.
Chargers. I'm pretty sure. And
and it happened that way.
Saints Jets. We
Oh,
both took
the
the
shit
Saints,
bowl.
and that was the Saints put up 29 on the Jets. I mean, what do you expect?
Which is what the Cowboys or not Cowboys, the Patriots are going to do today.
Yeah. Vikings Giants. I
mean, we both had Vikings.
think we both took the Vikings. Again, a tight game, but the Vikings they fell off
Yeah.
hard.
I mean, they almost lost that game. It really was pretty close.
It was very close. Yeah, a game that wasn't close. The Chiefs and the Titans.
We were wrong. We were both wrong.
Both wrong on this one. It's just I think the Chiefs have stopped trying. At this point, like, what's the point? I mean, Did you see any of that game, Trev?
No, but the score definitely tells a tale just looking at it right
yeah,
there.
it's
26-9.
The Titans are bound for the first pick in the draft this year, and to get beat by them by 17 points is
It's
insane.
It's insane. But I mean, again, any given Sunday, right? It's the NFL. Bengals Dolphins again. I think we both took Cincinnati on this one.
I think
so.
so.
They delivered. Falcons Cardinals. We differed on this.
Yes.
I think. I can't remember if
I
I
think
took the Cards.
I picked Cards. And I think you picked. Oh no. Well, either way,
One of us took the Cardinals. One of us took the
Yep.
Falcons, and the Falcons ended up winning. 26-19. And again, another good game. A tight score. Jags Broncos. I was happy to see that Broncos loss.
me too.
Because that put the Patriots close to that number 1 spot in the AFC.
And I picked Jags on that one. I remember because I picked for Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah.
We both picked Lions on the next game.
Yeah,
Because
we should not have done that.
I can't stand Aaron Rodgers, man. So.
But he keeps winning.
And TJ Watt wasn't there, so
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be a different game. But and
The
it was
Lions
close.
are another team. Dan Campbell. A lot of respect to Dan Campbell. He's still doing what he does, right? I was watching. I don't know if it was the Steelers game I was watching or it was the game this week. He's going out for those long 4th downs.
Yep.
He's still playing his game. It just for whatever reason, the Lions are not executing this year. So they've got a little bit of work to do in the offseason. I don't think it's a quarterback problem. I think Jared Goff's the guy.
No.
I think they got to shore up that front 4 a little bit. They need some help on defense because they're giving up more. They're giving up a lot of points.
And again, I think David Montgomery is showing his age too, which also hurts their game.
They need a back.
They
definitely need a back.
Detroit thrives on those 2 back. I don't even want to call it a committee because they share it.
Yeah.
And they're happy to share it. Like they don't.
Yep.
And So yeah, they have some work to do, and hopefully they can pick up a decent running back in the offseason and have that complimentary to Jahmyr Gibbs, since he is a freaking beast.
Oh yeah, no, he's an absolute animal. But
he needs that complimentary back on the other side of him.
No, he doesn't. Then we got Raiders Texans. This one came out the way we thought it was going to. 20 again, but a good game. 23-21.
That was a lot closer than I thought it was.
A lot closer than we thought it was going to be. we'll skip over the Sunday night game for right now.
Yeah.
Let's go over to Monday night. 48-27. I think we both took the Niners, if I remember. I didn't think it was going to be this much of a blowout.
No.
I thought the Colts were a better team.
Yeah, we both picked the
Um,
Niners. Yeah.
You know, but let's switch back to that Sunday night game. Patriots Ravens 28-24. New
And
England pulls it out.
Like, Derrick Henry had a really good game.
Up until the fourth quarter when they took him out for whatever reason, they Pete Carrolled him.
I have a theory. Well, we can discuss the rest of the game first. I have a theory about
I mean,
that.
this game started out, that first series for the Ravens, two big completions to Trey Flowers.
Yeah, huge.
And then Derrick Henry just to the house. And that is
And Zay Flowers, by the way. Sorry.
Zay Flowers.
Zay Flowers. Oh, you said Trey.
Zay.
Yeah, I know.
Z-A-Y.
Yeah. You said Trey, though.
I didn't. I said Zay.
Let's go back to the tape. We need to be able to go back to the tape.
But-
Anyway.
Anyway. You look at that run by Derrick Henry and you can see, the Patriots were giving Lamar respect. Lamar can run the ball,
Yeah.
and that opened up a big hole on the left side that he was able to just cruise through. But then it started to fall apart a little bit for the Ravens. You had that big fumble by Derrick Henry
Yep.
that I think that resulted in 6.
That was huge.
He had a couple of sacks on Lamar. One of them put him out.
Oh, yeah. He got that back bruise after that.
Yeah, so he was out. And then you had that crazy play. I think it was the second or the third quarter where they got to Drake.
Yep.
He put the ball on the ground, and I think 2 plays later, Chazon comes back, punches it out, and I think that was another 6 or 3 for us.
Yep.
On that one, you had 2 just absolutely insane end zone throws.
Oh, yeah.
That pass to Williams was
Money.
as close to Madden-esque, I think, as you're going to see. I mean, he was. You can't see, but
Yeah,
I mean,
it was
his
like that.
toes were in like
Yeah.
like a 2x2 box, and he somehow gets up and makes that. That was an incredible catch, and then just that little floater to the back corner, which there was nobody there, except for, was that Booty?
No, it wasn't Booty.
Um,
Booty didn't score.
I can't remember.
Was it Hollins?
Might have been Mac Hollins, and it just I
Drake
was scared. I
loves
was
throwing that back corner, though.
scared because there was nobody
Yeah.
there. And in my mind, I'm going, well, you just zip it in there, But he went for the little fade, a little lob pass, and I'm just watching. Go, oh, come on, don't, because it just seemed to hang there for ages. But that was a good one, and then Ramondre was on a tear.
Yep.
Couple big receptions coming out of the backfield. He can move.
He
And then Henderson, again, he's breaking these big runs.
he
and
had 2. He had he had a 52-yard.
but that's what happens with him, right? Like he gets these big runs. Like all of a sudden he just boom,
at any time.
So all in all, I mean, I think it was a great game for the Patriots. It was a must win.
I think the Ravens wanted to lose. That's why they wanted to lose. That's why they pulled. There's no other reason to pull Derrick Henry in the fourth quarter like that. They had the opportunity to win,
Oh, absolutely.
and they take out the best offensive weapon on their team. There's no other reason behind it. Other than
I can't think of any other reason why you would do that other than, you want to lose.
you want to lose.
Which is just weird to me. Like why, but hey, I don't really have the answer to that. But that being said,
I have a question to pose there.
Yeah, what's
Okay.
up,
Is
brother?
there a strategic reason that either of you could think of why the Ravens would want to lose positionally in the standings?
I mean, it's 7 and 8. They're still middle of the road for a draft pick. So no, I can't think of any reason. So the only reason you're going to drop a game this late in the season
It's to miss the playoffs.
is to miss the playoffs, or just, I could see the Jets just tanking games at this point to try to get that number 1
Yeah.
pick, overall. At this point, you're losing games to fight for draft position, right? Because unlike so
And
the,
then
the NBA is the NBA is a full lottery,
Yeah.
right? So it doesn't matter. You be the only the difference. The lottery is if you get the worse your record is, the more picks you get. I think
Something like that,
In the
yeah.
but it's still a lottery.
Yeah.
David Stern goes in there and pulls names out of a hat. And that's how they select the draft order.
Right.
The NHL has kind of a similar. It's all the other leagues are similar in that, your record plays something, but then, there's other things that go into it. But the NFL is pretty straightforward. Like, it's just mathematics. So they look at they're going to start by looking at your record, and then they're going to go into points and things like that to start picking out, where you're going to land in the draft order. And then, of course, it's all going to depend as well. Like, what did you do the year before, right? Like the Patriots did they give up a first rounder? So you'll make a trade, right?
Yeah.
And the Patriots were like, all right, we'll give you, Bill running back, for Kyle wide receiver, but we also want a first round pick.
Right.
Now that could be a good thing, that could be a bad thing. Like, you make that trade with the Jets, all of a sudden the Jets have the number 1 pick, and it's like, oh shit, well no, the Patriots have the number 1 pick because that's their like they could. Crazier shit has happened. So,
And then sometimes when the league itself will give out compensatory picks.
Yeah.
So it's all a shit show. But right now they're not going to do well. The way they're playing, they're not going to do shit in the playoffs. And they're probably thinking,
well, I mean, they're not in the playoffs,
Well,
right?
no, they're not. But they're not even. They get wild card at best.
They have a 20% probability. But they have to win out against. They have to win their next 2 games, and
Which
the
they're not going to.
Steelers need to lose, I think, at least 1.
But again, losing last week to the Pats can really help that as well.
It didn't. I mean, their playoff probability right now is 20%, according to NFL.com, which is our source of truth at this podcast. For where we get those things. I mean, right now, you're looking at there's 1 playoff spot available in both leagues. So, right now you're looking Broncos, Pats, Jags, Bills, Texans, Chargers in the AFC.
And just so you know, gentlemen, games have started officially. We're running a little late here today,
Yeah.
folks, but so hopefully your lineups are all set.
Games are going on. And Seahawks, Bears. Who thought we'd see the Bears as the number 2 seed in the NFC?
Dude,
Crazy.
even a month ago, people would not have pictured that. But,
And if they win today, they take the NFC North.
Yep.
But they got to get through San Francisco, which is going to be a tough game.
Yeah, but their defense is hurting right now.
It is.
So I don't know. They have the way that they've been throwing to Jackson Smith and Jigba. I think it's a high probability of a win here. It all depends on Christian McCaffrey, really, and how he does.
I think so. Yeah. Eagles, Niners, Rams, Packers. That plays it out. And then right now, if the season were to end today, the Steelers and the Panthers respectively get in the AFC and the NFC. With and really your only other 2 teams that could make the playoffs are the Ravens and the Bucks.
Yeah.
Who both have, well, the Bucks still have the NFC is not as tight. It's a little looser in the NFC. I mean, because you're looking at this, here's the records in the AFC: 13-3, 12-3, 11-4, 11-4, 11-5, 11-5. If the Steelers make it in, they're the only. If the Steelers or Ravens make it in, so if the Steelers make it in, they'll have 10 wins.
Yep.
If the Ravens make it in, they'd have 9 wins, right, or 10 wins.
Yeah.
But you look at the NFC and 12-3, 11-4, 10-5, 11-4, 11-4, and then 9-6-1.
Yeah, right.
So, like, the bottom there is just crazy. And then the Panthers at 8-7, and the Bucks at 7-8. I mean, so it is what it is. But then you get like the Vikings, 8-8 didn't make the playoffs.
No.
Lions, 8-8 didn't make the playoffs.
No,
You look at that and you go, that's crazy. And you go over to the AFC and you're like, okay, yeah, the Colts shouldn't be in there at 8-7, the Dolphins at 6-9, the
Yep.
Chiefs at 6-10. I mean, I can't believe the Jets didn't make it.
Oh, no.
Of course, the Raiders have less wins than the Jets, and that's the thing. Now the Raiders play. So New England beats the Jets today.
Yep.
The Raiders are going to have a time, I think, with the Giants.
They are.
And so that could have implications in the draft order. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. But that's how things are rolling out. I don't think this changes much. I think the Steelers and the Panthers will both make it in. I can't remember, but I think Lamar's out.
Well, yeah, Lamar's not playing today.
Lamar's not playing. So we'll have to see how that goes.
I doubt he plays for the rest of the season.
And this is the thing with look, I love Lamar Jackson.
Yeah,
I think,
me too.
I've had him on my fantasy team multiple times in a row. He's done great for me, but he's one of those players. If you're playing fantasy football and you're looking at Lamar Jackson, you have to say he's good till about week 8. then he starts to get hurt. He spent 2 weeks out already, 2-3 weeks, and then he's out now again the end of the season.
And he hasn't been running the same way.
You know.
Like in the past game, we saw a little bit of that Lamar.
Agreed. Yeah,
But-
you definitely saw a little bit of that Lamar, but with this now, no, it's crazy. So, look, that's as you start shaping up. I mean, something we'll talk about. As we jump into our league, looking at that stuff. How's next year shaping up? Right now, obviously, there's a lot that goes on in the off season.
Yeah.
Players change teams. Players get injured. Guys may look to retire or whatever. But I mean, at this point, let's just throw it out there. Trev, you got the number 1 pick in our league next year.
Who are you
Okay.
picking first?
Who are you taking number 1 overall next year?
That's a tough question. Number 1 overall.
Mm-hmm. Based on what you know right now.
Yep. Based on people who've been performing all
Without
year.
even taking a look, you mentioned earlier in Bigga Smith, I believe his name is
Jackson Smith and Jigba, yeah.
Smith and Jigba. I would probably go because he's running back or wide receiver.
Wide receiver.
I'd probably go with him because I've seen him putting up big numbers this year.
Patriots are already up 7-0 on the Jets, by the way.
Holy shnikes.
It's 8 minutes past 1 for reference, folks. Yeah, I would go Jackson Smith.
Yeah.
That would probably be mine. I wouldn't trust Christian McCaffrey for another year. And at that point in his career, like, this is the peak. He's not going to get any better. He's the number 1 in fantasy right now, points, everything.
He
Like,
is, he is.
But he's not beating the season ever again.
No. And I think I'm in the same. Jackson Smith and Jigba, I think, is going to be the number 1 pick in most leagues next year.
What running back would be the pick, like, other than Christian McCaffrey? Because
Well, that's a tough one. I think that's a tough one because of the rookie class, the only one that's really stood out to me this year is Travion Henderson, and he's still not getting the touches. Now he is number 1 on the depth chart above Ramondre, but I think that has to do more with injury, bless you, than it has to do with skill. I think he's going to need another year.
yeah,
The thing with Henderson is he's prone to those explosive runs, but then he does give up a lot of negative yardage. He doesn't see the field as well
no,
as like a Derrick Henry or even a Ramondre Stevenson.
yet.
Yet. I next year could be different. I mean, you got to watch that. I think he's going to be a solid like 2nd, 3rd round running back pick. I think I'm still looking at some of your tried and true guys. I think you're still looking at the Derrick Henrys. Who's that kid in Chicago?
What, Swift?
Yeah, DeAndre
he's not
Swift.
too- he's not too
He's
bad.
doing pretty good. So I mean, that's it. Here's the big question. Now we all know
Can I interrupt you for a minute?
Yeah.
Do you know who scored for the Patriots right now?
who
Hooper.
the Patriots. Look,
I just
and this goes back to the Tom Brady days. Okay, the Patriots are by far the best team at just fucking get it done. It does not matter
who gets it?
who gets it. And for whatever reason, whether it's Bill Belichick or now Mike Vrabel, I don't know how it was with Gerard Mayo last year. They just create a culture that everyone buys into, which is, look, our goal
It's to
is
win.
a Super Bowl.
Yep.
That's our goal. Like, it's the only goal, right? Like, if you're sitting in the New York Jets locker room, you can't go up to those guys and say, well, our goal is the Super Bowl. Like, yeah, no, our goal needs to be like 500, right? Like, there's
It's not
definitely
realistically.
like it's like Alcoholics Anonymous. Like, it's a 12-step program for the Jets. But the culture in New England, and maybe this is more, I hate to say it, maybe it's more Bob Kraft, is we do what we need to do to win a championship. And if you remember going into the offseason and going into the regular season this year, and everybody's saying Stephon Diggs,
yeah.
he's a cancer.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know, he's past his prime.
We
He's
both
a
have said
cancer.
that.
We both said that. And he just bought into it. He bought into the system. He bought into the message. And look at him. You listen to the, you go on Instagram, you listen to the mic'd ups, and
yeah.
he's just out there like, we got, Don't worry about yesterday, today. This is what we're doing. You
He's
know,
a leader.
and they've all bought into that system. He doesn't care if he gets 1 catch a game, 2 catches, or targets. He doesn't get 1 target, 2 targets, 3 targets. He doesn't care.
But it's
Throw
so
me the ball when
different.
I'm there.
It's so different than when he was in Buffalo, though. He complained that he wasn't getting the ball. So what happened between now and then that made him have that kind of change? Having a baby, maybe? I mean, he did just have a son. He just had. I don't know.
I don't know if it's something like, I think it's more Buffalo, and this goes all the way back to the 80s, right? With Jim Kelly and those teams. Buffalo's always been like a 3-man show, right? You get the one good quarterback, you get a good wide receiver, and they get maybe a good back or something like that, and then somehow they ride that to the playoffs.
And then they never won the Super Bowl.
Some of that's good coaching, right? Who was it? That was Marv Levy back in the 80s, right? And now you got whoever the kid. I can never remember his name.
No.
You've got that. So I think there, when you weren't throwing him the ball in Buffalo, and he's supposed to be the number 1 guy, and that sort of thing, it pissed them off. I think here the message was everyone's a role player, right? And I see this. I have to deal with this a little bit sometimes when I'm coaching youth sports, and it's definitely harder in youth sports, right? Because there's such a varied range of skill, right? You from the kid who's terrible to the kid who's great, right? And the thing is, they're going to come along over time, and I've seen, good kids, kids who are really good, say when they're 9, 10, and then I'll see them again when they're in high school and they're terrible, because they never made the transition to, hey, I'm the biggest kid, I'm the fastest kid, to, well, everybody's the biggest kid, everybody's the fastest kid now. So it creates a mindset of, well, if I'm not the one doing it, we're going to lose. And maybe there's some of that, for him, if I'm not doing it in Buffalo. But he gets here and he sees everybody, right? You have Stephon Diggs. I got the depth chart up here, right?
Yeah.
Their wide receiver depth chart: Diggs, Williams, Booty, Chisholm, Douglas, Hollins, right? Booty and Hollins are out this week. So.
And we have a tight end out as well, don't we?
No.
No?
According to who's out right now.
It's always been Hooper and Hunter Henry?
Hunter Henry 1, Austin Hooper 2, CJ Dippre number 3.
Damn.
But, your Booty's out. He'll be back. Hollins is on the IR, which I think he could come back for, the second round of the playoffs?
I think. Maybe.
But, between that, you got, between Diggs, Williams, Pop Douglas, right? Those are your 3 today.
Yeah.
And then Chisholm's going to be in there. Every one of those guys has caught a pass. Every one of those guys, I believe, has caught a touchdown pass this year. And that's how you mix it up, right? Everybody's a weapon. And that was the same thing with Tom Brady, because Drake May plays football very much like Tom Brady. He is not a mobile quarterback. He's more mobile than Tom Brady.
Oh, definitely. And
but he's not a mobile quarterback. But if you watch Drake May in the pocket, just absolute. This kid is just lights out in the pocket. He just has no fear. But that is a level of confidence in your offensive line that's just absolutely incredible. So
anyway, I'm sorry I sidetracked our conversation about fantasy value and who we pick for. But I want to let you guys know that it was nobody that we thought of. It wasn't the defense. It was Austin Hooper.
Yeah, and that's look, that's what's going to happen this year. So getting back to it, who do you think is the number 1 quarterback that's going to be taken next year in fantasy? Now, taking the fucking auto draft idiots out of it, because that always skews the bullshit.
Yeah.
Because I don't take a quarterback till the 4th or 5th round. But
usually I don't, depending on where I draft.
But the auto draft screws it up.
It really
right?
does.
Auto draft really screws it up, because if you get if they start taking in the 2nd round, and we've seen quarterbacks go in the 1st round.
Yep.
That screws with it, right? Because you now a top tier quarterback is off the board early, and you got to make a decision. And do people pounce?
Well, hopefully 1 year we'll get to a place where nobody will be on auto draft, and we'll have everybody in person.
Well, we're gonna advance that schedule early enough where it's on people's calendars,
Yep.
and hopefully go from there. But that being said,
But to answer your question, well, let's let Trevor take a pass.
Trev, who are we thinking?
Number one quarterback.
Number one
off the board.
quarterback. Who are you taking?
Personally, I like Drake May this year, and I like the quarterback from the Bears. I've seen
Caleb
I've
Williams.
seen
He's on my
Caleb
team.
Williams do some pretty cool stuff this year. So I would go with one of those two personally.
All right. What about you, Timmy?
I'm probably taking Shedeur Sanders. I think
No, you're not. No, you're not. Even though you did take Shedeur
I did.
Sanders.
I did. I picked him up just because why not?
Why not?
I might pull Stafford again.
I mean, if he gets MVP, that's probably the first one that's going to go off the board.
I think Stafford's been solid for me this year.
He's what, almost 4,000 yards?
Something like that. Yeah, he's been insane this year. I think Josh Allen still has a lot of fantasy capital.
Well, he runs a lot, too.
I think at this point I avoid Lamar. I think he's just too injured.
And Jalen Hurts.
I think Jalen Hurts.
He's going to tumble.
He's in. Jaden Daniels, another guy. I think up towards the top.
I would.
For me, I think it's Josh Allen, Drake May, Jaden Daniels. Those
Yeah.
are my top three that I'm looking at. With I'd probably I think you can interchange Drake May and Josh Allen at this point as a starter, and then Jaden Daniels is a solid backup.
Yep.
Depending on what happens. So
Is Devo on 1 year contract or 2? Yeah, I couldn't remember.
I don't know.
I mean, that might affect my decision about Jaden next year because you're not going to have Devo. And Devo, as you saw in Thursday's game, he ran the ball a lot. He ran the ball a lot. And he I don't know if he saw, but there's one
He
play.
is in the final year of
Yeah.
a 3-year contract with the Commanders.
So there's one play early in the game where he did a 30-yard pass, and he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and he
Yeah.
just pushed people. Like he threw some guys, pushed him back, his helmet fell off, and like he almost scored on that play.
Oh,
But
that was crazy.
it was
That
awesome.
was insane.
But Devo still has it, and they need that kind of veterancy on the team. So I don't know. It all depends on who they pick up for a receiver.
Well,
'Cause
yeah,
Jaden Daniels can throw the ball. He
Yeah,
really can.
it'll be interesting to see. But I think Jaden Daniels is going to again. He's one of those guys where he's going to play out his rookie contract. But if the Commanders can't get some people around him, he's gone.
You want to know who's going to be my backup next year? Probably Sam Darnold.
Sam Darnold. Okay.
Throw in Jackson Smith and Jigba. Why not?
I don't know. I think I might have to pick up Phillip Rivers.
You might have.
Like
This guy.
River.
This guy.
Dude. What's the over under on Tom Brady coming out of retirement?
I don't
Like
know.
I'm 45 now. Phillip Rivers threw 2 touchdowns as a
What's
44-year-old.
What's to stop him from saying that he's able to play and just walking down from the booth at a Raiders game and just getting on the field and taking over for Gino?
That'd be hilarious.
That'd be hilarious. I mean, they're not going anywhere, so why not? I
True.
mean, it's not. It doesn't
right.
matter.
Well, let's take a look at what happened in our league last week.
Let's do it.
Let's take a look. So looking at the league,
Because there's a lot of shit talk from
Week
your side of the table last
16.
week.
yeah, and I beat the fuck out of Chris Olsen. So
Yeah, but what place are you in?
doesn't matter. I still won. It seems like Nate beat
Yeah,
your
Nate
ass.
beat me.
Nate beat you.
But guess
like
what?
like really beat your ass.
Guess where I am right now? I'm in for third place. I'll take third place.
Okay. Well,
Guess what?
know
I
that.
still get money on third place, so
Not if I don't pay my dues.
well, I mean, I'm still taking my cut of it. I mean,
Let's see. Justin beat Rithia.
Yep.
Larry beat Trev. Beat the shit out of you, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, it was bad.
That was pretty bad.
What happened there? Let's take a deep dive.
Yeah.
Well, Sam Darnold put up a game. Wow, Marks didn't even put up a point for you.
No.
That is terrible.
And he had a pretty good week this
Oh
week.
God, Rashid Rice. Did you
Yeah,
not set a lineup, Trev?
Yeah. that one.
That's what it comes down to.
I think Rasheed Rice, I should have swapped
Yeah,
out.
well, he's
Yeah.
injured. He's on the IR.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
oh man.
There's no
Okay,
way
well.
Larry had 163 points. There's no
Yeah, no,
comeback.
it was insane. I mean, a solid showing from Sam Darnold, Bijan Robinson coming through, Pickens with a huge game,
Jackson Smith
and Jigba with a
again.
huge game, and that Baltimore defense. They put up 10. So, that was solid. Sitting on a bench there. Yeah, even if you had set a lineup here, Trev, I don't think
Probably
it wouldn't
not,
have
right?
helped.
anything was going to help. But yeah, so tough
may
loss.
I may have gotten kicked one less time while I was down. That's about all it would have done.
Taco beat Sheamus.
Yeah, Sheamus is in the Taco Bowl, isn't he?
Oh, God, he's 1-13.
Yeah. If anybody should be,
Somehow the Taco team is 6-8. I don't. We gotta.
you know who I
fix
feel
that
bad
next year.
about though? Brother Ozog. He actually, especially in the last few weeks before the playoffs, he balled out.
He
And
did,
his
he did.
brother beat him out by a few points, and he did not. But the way he's playing since he lost to the playoffs, right beforehand, he had what 153 point game last week. The week before that, he put up a good game. I mean,
Who saw this coming though?
what's up?
Nate and Justin playing
was-
for the championship.
It was almost Nate and Rithia.
I mean, who saw this coming? We'll have to dive into that matchup. Yeah, I'm playing.
I only have one comment for Nate. I think Nate's lineup is solid. He has Buffalo's defense right now.
Well, let's move on to. Well, let's go to this week, right? Final week of the
All right,
season.
let's do that.
Right now, it looks like I'm going to lose to Larry. We'll see how that plays out. Justin is slated to beat Nate, but let's dig into this matchup.
But only if the players on his team live up to the high projected
Well, here's the
score
thing.
that they're going.
He's got Brock Purdy and Christian McCaffrey.
Yep. But if Christian McCaffrey has a 15-point game, that's 10 points off of his projection score.
Right. Now he's got Achane going against Tampa Bay,
Yep.
who's had a good run defense this year.
And he looks like Achane got one reception for 0 yards.
And he's got Olave going against the Titans.
Which, as we saw last week, the Titans
The Titans
kicked
can
the
ball
shit
out. And then he's got Tracy of Vegas. He's got the Pitt defense versus they put up 4.
and he picked up Taysom Hill. That was a desperation play right there.
So, I mean, let's see what happens. But I mean, if we're looking here, Bo Nix,
Jamal Williams did not have a good game on Thursday. So that's
that
his
was helpful.
kicker had 11 points, which is good. And the Pittsburgh defense, the Cleveland already scored.
Yeah.
Twice.
So, yeah, not looking
So
great there.
But again, let's look at the other side.
I mean, Bo Nix had a good game.
He had a good game. He's got Saquon coming up, which
Saquon against Buffalo, we'll see.
we'll see.
We'll see.
He picked up Corum.
Which against Atlanta, that could be solid.
He's got
Smith.
one of the Smiths against Buffalo again.
Yeah.
So
Well, and that's the kicker, right? It's who you're playing, and I think the Niners versus Chicago. McCaffrey may have a big game. I don't think Brock Purdy may have it. The Bears have been really good against the pass this year.
yeah.
Not so great against the run. So there's an opportunity
But
for McCaffrey to put up big numbers.
Knowing that he's the number one weapon on their team, he might get double teamed.
They might, and I don't know how good I haven't
don't
been
know.
watching Niners games all year, so I don't
So they
know
might-
how good they adjust. Right?
Yeah, they're going to force Brock Purdy to throw the ball and connect. And they don't have Pearsall. Kittle is out today.
Yeah.
So I think that's what they're going to do. They're going to double team McCaffrey, and they're going to force Brock Purdy to score.
Yep. Patriots scored again.
And
Stevenson.
Oh shit! Go Ramondre.
1 yard run. I got to see some stats. Here. What are we looking at? Because this is just insane already. Home.
All right. Well, while you do that, I'll talk more about Nate's team. What we got?
I must say, I'm pulling for you, Brother Schuster. I really want to see this. I want to see Brother Justin's face.
Yeah,
Nate pulls this off. I really want to see the live reaction if we can.
He's got Mike
If we can
Evans.
send a crew over there with a camera.
That'd be great. Actually.
Oh my God. So Drake May so far 5 for 5, 68 yards with a touchdown.
So that means the defense recovered the ball, or they had a really good return.
Ramondre 45 yards on 5 carries with a touchdown.
Nice.
Top receiver Chisholm with 30
And
yards.
guess who Nate had in his flex? Ramondre Stevenson. I'm pretty sure he picked him up this week as well. Good pickup, brother. Good
Does
job.
he have him in the flex?
Yeah, he's got him in his flex.
Look at that. Yeah, Ramondre is just
Brother Nate showing up here late in the fantasy
So
season.
now
So-
Nate is projected for 119 to Justin's 126.
God, the Jets have 13 total yards.
Sorry, brother Joe. We're really sorry.
Oh
we,
my
we-
God.
We only laughed to stop us from crying.
Oh my God.
My Patriots defense is going to be showing up in that championship
Hell yeah,
league.
brother.
Oh.
And he's got the Bills defense. But he does have the Giants defense on his bench. Which would you prefer? The Giants defense against Las Vegas today or Buffalo against Philadelphia?
I like the Giants probably, just because Philly's they're still pounding, they're still putting points
Yeah.
on the board. I think Philly can hurt you, right? So
Yeah, well, it's Las Vegas. But Las Vegas had a game last week, too.
yeah, but
I don't know, man. I don't know.
It's again, this has been such a weird year for the NFL.
The Giants are
know.
more favorable, definitely. At least their defense will be more favorable.
I think
than
so. I mean,
Buffalo's.
now the Giants next year are going to be a good team. I think.
Yeah.
I think they get Scatterboo back.
Neighbors back.
They get Neighbors back. They get Jackson Dart. Has a year to contemplate his life. I think. I think the Giants are a better team next year.
Yeah.
I think the Giants can make the playoffs
Absolutely.
next year. I mean, we look at those bottom teams. The Jets, they need another couple years. I mean, the Jets just can't. They can't seem to
They
get.
need at least 3 or 4.
Well, they need to string together wins. And what can they build some weapons around? Justin Fields is a good quarterback,
But
but he
he's
has
their quarterback.
no one to throw to. Well, it's the same. This is kind of the same thing, a little bit that he had in Chicago.
Yeah.
Right? He only had back. Who do you have? Who was he throwing to when he was in Chicago?
DJ Moore.
DJ Moore. That was about it. No other weapons.
Yeah.
Right now you're in, New York. You get the same problem. Nobody. I mean, who's the
Well, in the Jets, they have Wilson, Garrett Wilson, who's a great wide receiver. Absolutely. Like
Yeah,
on any other team, he'd probably be putting up well, maybe not Jackson Smith and Jigba numbers, but he'd be up there.
yeah.
He-
Pat's just intercepted the ball.
There you go. 2 points for you.
Keep on going, Pats.
Jesus.
Run it up.
Man.
Oh.
Oh man, love to see it. Love to see it. So okay, so then who's your pick for the championship today, Tim? We already know. Brother Travis rooting for Nate.
I mean, I want to root for Nate because I don't need Justin to get another win. But I mean, mathematically, right now, I think Justin has the upper hand.
All right.
I've got the Christmas spirit in me. I'm choosing to believe in Brother Nate like the main character in the Polar Express chose to believe. So
Well, let's go with that.
All right.
that's
let's go
what
with
I'm
that.
going with. So
Jesus.
All right, and I will pull for Nate if only for the same reason I don't want Justin's name to be on the trophy for a third time, in 4 years.
Oh my God! What a garbage series.
What happened?
Brace Hall, 5-yard run.
Yep.
Cooks fumbles. Jets recovered.
Okay, they recovered. All
Cook
right.
deep pass intended for Mitchell, intercepted by Hawkins at the New England 34.
Oh,
what a
God.
series!
So they're just gonna be like running the ball right now. Trevion Henderson and Ramondre Stevenson are just gonna have a huge game today.
Just an absolute. Oh my Lord!
The defense are gonna end up scoring at least once in this
Probably.
game.
I love the win probability 95. They're giving the Jets a 4% chance to win this game.
I mean,
It's the first quarter, but
anything can happen to
uh,
10 players on winning teams. The
you
Jets win.
I feel bad for the Jets and the Jet fans, and I've got a few friends who are Jet fans,
Yeah.
and it's
And Joe.
I
And
I
Paul.
feel bad. I feel bad, but Brady Cook. I mean, this kid, is he a rookie? What? Drake May, deep pass right to Stephon Diggs for 30 yards.
Wow.
I mean, this is
Okay.
this is insane.
Score adjustment for the championship game. Justin's now down to 123, almost 124. Nate is up to one. He's still at hovering at 119.
He is, but dude, look at that. Look at those numbers, Stevenson.
Yep.
Man, it's It's gonna be good. Nate, we're pulling for you. We're
Hey,
pulling for you.
Whoever's listening today, or
What do
just
we got now?
whoever's out there, let's have our last week here. Like, run up the group chat. Come on, we need to spark some stuff.
So let's get
Talk some
going.
shit, and it's our last week, and then hopefully if people pay their dues, we can have our nice dinner. That
Oh my God, I'll give you $40. Good God. Of course, if you had Venmo,
I don't have
this
Venmo.
we're gonna
Even my father-in-law was like, you don't have like Zephy or anything. I'm like, no, I don't have any of that.
I
don't
know
have
it's absolutely
Zelle
ridiculous.
or-
What is wrong with you?
I don't want it. I don't want something like that. It's too easy. That's just me.
It's just you.
Yeah. And then whoever loses in the championship game today, you get to pick where we go to dinner. Because we're still doing our league dinner. I'm not
As we should.
as we should.
What do we
So
got?
yeah, so let's look at today's games and let's make some picks, guys.
Now let's make some picks. I'm trying to get the game up.
Are you trying to
Um,
get the game?
Well, it should be on Paramount.
It is not, yeah, it should
The
be.
problem is like I don't have my VPN on this laptop. Like
Yeah.
you run depending on your cable provider, your internet provider. Like you may route through a different. So like when I'm on my phone, it routes through New York.
Listen, because you have a VPN on your phone.
No, I have to
No.
go on my VPN and
And-
pick a Boston server
There you go.
to get the Pats game on my phone. It's like, come on, man. All right, week 17. Obviously, we've got the 3 games are already behind
Yep.
us. We had 2 games yesterday. Texans, Chargers. Texans won. The Ravens beat the Packers handily.
Amari and Hampton had a great game on the
Yeah.
Chargers.
So I mean, we've obviously games have already started, but Seahawks are up 3-0 on the Panthers. Do we think the Seahawks win that game?
Over the Panthers, yes.
All
No doubt.
The Bengals are already up 13 on the Cards.
I don't know. I would have if we picked this before the game started. I would probably have picked the Cards.
Yeah, I mean, right now the Bengals look like a team to beat.
Comeback Cards has a ring to it.
Browns are up 10-0 on the Steelers right now. What the hell is going
I
on?
don't
right
know.
now,
I
man?
don't know. I really don't.
I would have picked the Browns because I will not pick
Yep,
a
see?
team with
See,
Aaron Rodgers on.
see, it thinks I'm in. Watch. I want to watch. I don't want to watch that game. Anyway.
Anyway.
What do we have? 4th and 1 here. Shotgun short. Yeah, there we go. Call reversed. I don't know. All right. Back to this. Where are we at? Schedule. Jags are losing to the Colts right now. I think that's a push. I think the Jags win that game.
I think the Jags win.
The Colts got a field goal. They have the ball right now. No, Colts just got a touchdown.
Oh,
So
I
apparently-
still
I
pick
still
the
think the
Jags.
Jags will win that game. Bucks Dolphins are tied at 7.
I would pick the Bucks.
I
on
think the
that.
Bucks on that one.
Pat-
Two is still out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pass Jets.
Yeah, I think we know where this game is going to go. 14-0. And then Titans are beating the Saints right now, which I think we both kind of called that already.
Yeah, I would pick the Saints for that.
You know,
because
if we look at our late games here, Giants Raiders.
Giants.
I think the Giants, but it's going to be a good one.
Yeah.
Eagles Bills is a tough one. Bills is a tough one. Both teams, in my opinion, have not had a great year.
And they suffer from the same problems. What type of quarterback version are you going to get tonight?
Well,
for
what
both
quarterback
teams?
version and what running back version?
Right.
Cooks and Saquon have both been very, intermittent this year. I think Cooks has been more consistent than Saquon, but
Saquon's been more explosive.
so those are your 2 late games today. End of the year we get those Saturday games, so we get less.
I love Saturday games.
Sunday night football. The 11-4 Bears versus the 11-4 49ers. I am taking the Bears just because I want to see the Bears win the NFC North.
And again, they're already down Pearsall. They're down Kittle. I'm going Bears as well.
Yeah.
Caleb Williams
Bear
is
down.
hungry. They want that division. So I'm going for Bears.
You
Yeah.
kidding me?
Playoffs.
We just got our ass totally kicked.
And then the Monday night game, Rams Falcons.
Come on. I would like
It's the
Falcons
Rams.
to win.
It's the
but-
Rams. I want the. I mean, do I really care at this point? I
Right,
need
I mean-
Matt Stafford having a whatever. It is what it is. Well, actually, that won't count because Stafford's game last week counted for me, right? Is that how that worked? I can't.
Something like that.
I can't keep up. Sometimes it's like, oh no, yeah. So Stafford's game Monday.
So I don't think we differed on any picks today.
I don't think we did. I
All
think
right.
it's pretty
They're
cut and
self-explanatory,
dried.
Yeah.
Let's see where are we at here. Just checking back in. Let's see.
Trevor. Fannin is in the medical tent.
Who is?
His tight end, Fannin.
Ooh.
That was 10 minutes ago, though, by the way. But-
So
It's all
looking
right.
at
he
this,
already put up 11 points.
Holy shit.
Or I'm sorry, he put up 1 touchdown, 7 points.
Yeah, right.
There you go.
yeah. So overall, I think it's going to be a good week 17. You know, we'll look ahead to let's look ahead to week 18 a little bit. You know, final week of the regular season. Shapes up. So you got Saints, Falcons, Jets, Bills, Bears, Lions, Browns, Eagles, Chargers, Broncos, Colts, Texans, Titans, Jags.
Like Chargers Broncos? That's going to be a good game.
That is going to be a good game. I'm really hoping the Chargers can pull that out.
Oh, yeah, for the Pats.
Titans, Jags, Cards, Rams, Chiefs, Raiders, Packers, Vikings, your New England Patriots versus the Miami Dolphins.
In Miami or at home?
I want to say that this is
I think
at
it's home.
Foxborough. Yeah.
Yeah.
At
That'd be good.
Foxborough.
That should be a
Um,
good spanking.
And then Cowboys, Giants, Commanders, Eagles, Ravens, Steelers, Seahawks, Niners, Bucks, Panthers. Gonna be an interesting play out, and then we get what? We go right into the playoffs.
Yep.
We go right into the playoffs. Right now, the AFC is definitely the more competitive league. I think right now we're looking at the Broncos with a first round bye.
For the moment.
So I think what 2 plays 7, 3 plays 6.
Yep.
Is that how that goes?
Yep.
Or
But-
no. Yeah.
Like 2 would also
No,
get,
2 plays 8.
Yeah.
2 plays 8 because you still got to get 1 in. So 2 plays 8.
and 2 had home field advantage.
Yeah. 3 plays 7 and 5 plays 6, I believe. So if as it stands now, the Broncos would have a bye. The Patriots would play the Steelers.
Oh, that would be a great game.
The Jags would play the Chargers, and the Bills would play the Texans.
Oh, I would love Drake May to put to spank Aaron Rodgers one last time and he goes
That's what
one and
happens if
done.
it's today. Now if the Ravens get in, now the question is, well, what do you do? Do the Ravens? I don't think the Ravens are making the playoffs
No.
this year. I think
They'll be
think it
one and
will
done.
Be the Steelers. But does Lamar play?
I don't think so. Like I said, I don't foresee him playing again for the rest of the year.
I don't either. I don't either. But we'll see how that goes. So we'll do one last check of the Pats game here. End of the first quarter. Pats still have the ball. 3rd and 7. We're
Holy
holding strong
shit.
here at 14.
Yeah, buddy.
So good luck to everybody in our league who's playing today. Good luck to all fantasy
Yeah,
players everywhere. It's championship week for probably everybody.
pretty much.
So get out there. May your picks be fruitful and
Make some noise, congratulate people, support people in your
Yeah.
league, talk shit to people in your league.
And crush him, brother Nate. You got this.
Trevor, you had fun this year?
Yeah, it's always fun in the fantasy league. This is my 2nd year doing it. I'm looking forward to year 3.
Perfect.
I'm coming for that gold, that trophy in year 3.
there you
Dude.
go. Well, we'll probably be back next week. We got to do a recap on the
we'll do a
season.
recap.
So, we definitely have to be back. Trev, if you're around, we'd love to have you. If any other brothers want to come out and
Yeah, man.
be on the pod next week as we break down the end of the year, I think that'd be good.
What about you? What about you, brother Tim? How's your season?
I'm happy with my season. It started off a little slow. 8 and 6, not the year I wanted to have. But all over the league, if you look at there were some tough teams out there, you know, and Justin and Chris really, you know, just attacked it hard and got after it.
They sure
and,
did.
you
I
know,
mean, Justin, it's safe to say his getting into the championship was based on the back of Christian McCaffrey. I mean, he rode that all the way in. And, you know, kudos to him. That was his first pick.
sometimes that's what you got to do. Sometimes that's what you got to
And
do.
it happens. I'm not knocking it. I would not have made that pick, even if I had his draft pick.
Yeah.
For me, it was just too many questions, and it paid off for him, and that's what happens. So, congratulations to everybody out there. It's been so much fun, as it always is for me. It's been fun sitting across from you and having other brothers join us this year, and even non-brothers who join us this year. Let's keep this going. Hopefully, within 2026, we can have more news about the district-wide fantasy league.
Yep. Yeah, we're gonna hit that hard.
we
you know,
are.
coming into everything. We'll take a little bit more time to really flesh that out and how that's gonna look. Hopefully, we can get all the lodges in the district to participate. I think it's important that we get all the lodges in the district to participate so that we can try to expand out.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, there's a lot of talk about how do we capture younger brothers, you know, or younger men who, you know, or, you know, don't understand what masonry is and everything else. And we have our arguments about what that is. And those obviously will continue because everybody's got their own idea. But
Yep.
I think it's important to have, you know, kind of a universal language. And for a lot of us, football is that, right? And fantasy football is something that's fun for a lot of people. So hopefully, you know, they see that we're doing that. You know, and also getting a little bit more, you know, inter-lodge interaction. You know, we don't have that. I mean, we all talk about the individual events that we do, you know, whether it's a table lodge or, you know, spaghetti dinners or,
Yeah.
you know, the individual events that we do. Another
Ramondre score.
touchdown. From
So guess
Ramondre.
who's ahead right now?
Yeah.
Is it the Jets?
No, it's brother Nate.
It's brother Nate.
It's brother Nate.
Just keep feeding Ramondre.
Just keep doing it.
Oh, he's slated to win now.
Yeah, he's slated to win now.
Here we go, brother Nate. This is your time.
Ramondre.
Not even the end of the first quarter.
Well, there's a lot of football to
There
be played
is a
this
lot
Sunday.
of football, but
There is a lot of football, but like I said, Tampa Bay seems to be shutting down Achan, which is big. But yeah, you know, we want to want
Anyway,
to get that
yeah.
that inter-lodge interaction outside of just purely kind of traditional Masonic events. And I
Yeah.
think, you know, this is one of those things that can do that. And you know, we'd love to see this, you know, this kind of podcast and this thing that we do expanded out and all those things, because I think it's important to get, you know, different perspectives and different things going on, and really just we have to modernize masonry a little bit.
we do. If
you
we
know,
don't, we're gonna die.
no, you're absolutely correct. You're absolutely correct. So, obviously, lots more to come on that
But-
as we go through. But
Let's remind everybody we do have an installation coming up on the 10th.
that is true.
It
That
is
is
going to be
true.
catered by Georgians again, and I got some good food coming up. We're gonna see some brothers step up. Happy that some brothers are stepping up, and it's just gonna launch us into the new year, and it's gonna be fantastic. Everybody come out for that. The installation starts at 2, and I'm pretty sure we're gonna have dinner following, so probably around 4 o'clock.
That's
for that.
next Saturday.
That's not 2 weeks. From
2 weeks. 2
yesterday,
weeks from
yep.
Saturday.
Yep.
Yeah.
Other than that, we've got nothing else going on. Looking forward to Brother Olson, Worshipful Master Elect's Trestle Board to see what he's got coming up.
Yep.
And everybody, we will see you in the new year. Trevor, you wanna plug anything right now?
No, but I do want to say that this has been the Village Lodge number 29 fantasy football podcast, the number 1 Masonic fantasy football podcast, possibly because it is the only Masonic fantasy football podcast.
We do have to look into that, but we you know,
You keep saying you're going to do that.
I know, and you know, I will continue to keep saying I'm going to do that.
Fantastic.
It's part of the outro.
Exactly.
Right. I also keep saying I'm going to pay my dues. So
Yeah, that's
Here we
true.
are.
But that you should do because
you
know,
should. You
any-
should.
Anyway,
I should.
you should.
I should.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, everybody. I'm Eric,
I'm Tim.
and that's Trevor.
That's right.
And you guys have a great New Year's. Be safe, and we will see you next week.
Have a great one, everybody.